In Halifax, officials confirmed yesterday an active fire was caused by humans. In the past 24 hours, crews in Nova Scotia have responded to at least 17 wildfires. Brett Ruskin is back in Halifax, going to be tracking the Nova Scotia story. The fires, that human-caused fire, Brett, you've been reporting on that, but they've been doing some further investigation. What new details do we have?
Yeah, good morning, Heather. Another dry day here in Halifax. And so this fire, again, near the shopping center, near the Bayers Lake Shopping Center here in Halifax, has been knocked down substantially in size as a result of crews on the ground, water bombers in the air that flew in from New Brunswick. And that fire is now being held. So the evacuation order for those a couple of businesses in the area is still in place. But there is good news there in terms of the progress being made for that fire. As you mentioned, it is considered, or officials did say at a news conference yesterday, that it was as a result of human activity that when they arrived on scene, they found an open and unattended fire, which had then spread to other parts of the woods. And so Premier Tim Houston, Premier of Nova Scotia, is repeating his message, saying that there are rules and regulations around being out in the woods. Folks shouldn't be out there for any kind of activity, and that people who violate that rule should be fined and have been fined, with fines being handed out. Here he is talking about that.
Don't look for loopholes. An out-of-control forest fire is a terrifying thing. So treat this situation with the seriousness that it deserves. We are, certainly as a government. Since last week's announcement on restrictions, 12 fines have been issued. It's certainly my hope that every single one of those is fully prosecuted and collected. It's just too serious of a situation right now.
And so again, that is the situation in Halifax, at least, with, again, we're not sure exactly where those fines were handed out, but we do know that there are another pair of fires in the Annapolis Valley that have popped up in the last day or so, last 36 hours or so. One of those fires is actually close to a handful of homes, so an evacuation alert has been issued overnight for those homes in a certain part of the Annapolis Valley, saying that residents should pack up and be ready to go should that fire approach their homes and get any closer. Heather?
As for New Brunswick, Brett, we listened to Premier Holt a moment or two ago talking about the regional response to the firefighting emergency. She was talking yesterday about a tale of two fires in New Brunswick. What's the latest there?
Yes, so two fires. First fire, Moncton. Good news there. That fire is now being contained. That's the one that had prompted the evacuation alert for around 900 homes and structures in that area. It moved away from that residential area, and crews went at it with everything they had on the ground and in the air as well. So good news there for the Moncton area, but up in Miramichi, north of that area, that fire has grown to around 1,300 hectares, more than 1,300 hectares at this point, with, again, crews still working to try to manage, control, kind of direct that fire away from residential areas and to kind of individual private properties. There are also two more fires that have popped up as well in New Brunswick. Those are smaller, but are still listed as out of control on the provincial fire map. So the good news is there's a little bit of rain in the forecast for the Miramichi area, kind of making its way down farther south towards Moncton in the next 12 hours or so, but it's not going to be enough, really, not a substantial amount of rain that is needed to get rid of and to ease of these dry conditions that we're seeing here really throughout Atlantic Canada. Heather?